Did you open that weird looking email? Did you click on anything in that weird looking email? If you did, you may have just started a phishing scam where they're going to start picking at your identity. And that's how they do it. You get a real, it looks professional looking email or text, and asking a question or something, or there's a lot of things that relate to everybody, and they use that to get you into that email. Once you get into that email, then you click on something. Now they've somehow set that up so they can get into all your information. Here, if you look here, they're talking about well, let's start at the top. Email fraud often starts with a phishing email or hacked account. Phishing is them just getting you in. It's exactly what it sounds like, but they don't spell it the phishing the way we do phishing. It allows thieves to steal personal data. They drain bank accounts. They take over digital identities. Digital identities today is how we function, but they frequently lose everything. They lose control of phone numbers, credit cards, online profiles within minutes. Now, for you to get that back, so once they've taken over your emails, they've taken over basically your everything digital with you, and they've taken over your phone. When the bank starts sending security warnings or whatever, they're receiving those. Now they're saying, no, it's okay, it's me. Now they're changing addresses, they're rerouting everything. And that's what happens, and it takes no time at all for them to start cleaning everything out, your bank accounts, your credit cards. But you got no way to contact anybody. You got no way to get that back before they've already done the damage. Here's a perfect example. A New Jersey resident, his name is Dan, but the hackers did that same exact thing to him. They got him with an email. He clicked on it, got in there, and now he took over the family's emails and phones, and they used it to access everything, drain the bank accounts, open 18 credit cards. So they opened 18 credit cards. They took, because they know who to target. They know who they target. Typically the elderly, but anybody 55 or over, because you're established, you likely have a good amount in your savings. Your credit is good, so they can apply for credit cards and get them instantly. So they intercept everything. You can't get back to it. It's all in their name now. You can't, when the phone call comes from the bank, it goes to them. They're there to answer it. And they even took his landline. His landline was his last piece of hope, that when he got a phone call, he could say, no, shut this off. But I'm assuming he didn't know. I'm assuming they took, they took everything. But SIM swapping via compromised email. So scammers accessed a mother's email account to gather personal data and credit card details. Then they hijacked the family's phone, again, phone carrier, and reroute all the two-factor authentication calls. So two-factor is now, that's what we all, if somebody stole that from you and has it, they've got an open card to take everything you have. And they took $40,000 or they charged $40,000 in credit cards before the family realized the breach. So in a lot of cases, nobody even knows. Here's a business got in there same way through emails or text, hacked into everything, took over everything. So when the business wasn't getting the phone calls, the business was sending the warning, was this you, to the thieves. So what they did was, it was a business. So they changed the, if they were the supplier, and they sent out bills to all the list of that this business had, and they monitored the real invoices so they could figure out how to do this. They sent a fake email with the updating routing details, rerouting bank accounts, large payments straight to the fraudster's account. And this is easy to do once they've got the business's information, and the business not getting notifications that it's happening. This is how they do it. It is incredible. But here's some common warnings. See, I'm doing this. It's a short video. I don't need it doesn't have to be a long form or long video. I'm doing this because you can go down below. There's a free link on a checklist. Check it out. This is for 55 and over. I'm 62. So I've been digging into this for a couple years now. I'm 62 years old. This is what I fear. They can take whatever I have left. And I've seen some cases where people years before they get everything straightened back out. I've seen a case where they put a identity theft. The guy took everything, including the guy's social security, set up a new identity in another town, And then, don't know what the exact scenario was, but the actual person whose identity was stolen, they put him in jail, claiming him to be the thief. And he was in jail for over a year. Finally, a DNA test got him out of jail, and then they found, basically arrested the correct person. But this person went to jail because somebody stole his identity, and he had nothing. He had no way to do this. This is a year, 400 some days in jail as it was, I believe. I will, in another video, I will pull that up, show it to you. And it's another good example. There is a very prominent actor, put this up on another video because these are really good examples. The scammers got her social security number. She was a very well-known actor, so she had a lot of money, but she had a black card. I'm assuming that they didn't say what it was, but I'm assuming that's an American Express black card. They figured out how to change the identity, change the address, and then they went in there and said, lost my card. I need a new card. And I need it right away. It's being FedExed somewhere. So then somehow they got it to where I need to pick it up as soon as possible. When it gets to the closest FedEx facility, let me know. I'll go there, show my ID, and pick it up. So they had somebody who looked like this actor, made a fake ID, which is easy for them to do today. They went there and picked up this black card, I'm believing American Express black card, went right straight to the store, started buying the high-end stores. It was all of them, Neiman Marcus, it was everything. And they only got caught because one of the security cameras picked up the fact that it wasn't her, it was her name. Well known, so they knew what happened. That's the only way it was found. But it was $169,000.18. I'm not sure what it was. It was a lot of money. This person unfortunately had enough money in their account to, it was okay. I don't likely. But when these are some telltale signs, if it's urgent, if the email is telling you need to do this right away, we're going to lock up your bank account, or we're going to see or freeze all your cards. And they try and make it seem like you have to do something fast. Mismatch senders. The display name looks correct, but the actual sender address uses misspelled domain or random free webmail provider. HTTP// That's critical. You have to see that, but you have to recognize what's coming. A bank, all of them, they try so hard to make it so you can understand who it's from just by reading that email link. But unexpected login prompts, links that require you to re-enter your email address and password. This is a big one. To view shared document, digital card, or invoice, re-enter it, redo your password. You're actually filling in their form to get because you have to give your old password, you have to give your old information first, and then you're putting it in there. It's looking up, they're sending you, okay, all set, but you just gave them your password and bank account numbers, whatever they asked for, and you think now your password is something else. So that's what they do. They're on it. They're going in there. They're going to take every dime you have. They're going to rack up credit cards. They're going to apply for new credit cards in their name. One of the number one ways they do this. So here's another one. When all have cell phones now, but cell phone goes dead unexpectedly, and you can't figure out what it is. That's them trying to port over your cell phone number into a new phone or new SIM card so they can got your information so they can do it. And that's another way they're disconnecting you from everything so they can go spend all your money. Ways to protect yourself. There's programs to protect yourself. I'm on one of them, actually building it better because I don't want this to happen. I don't want to be retired and somewhere on a 3-month trip and now I can't use my cards. I'm stuck. And identity theft, in what they can do today, they shut you down. So you can't do anything. Now, if they do take your phone numbers, they take all your credit card information, calls aren't coming to you. The only thing you can do is call your bank. Hopefully they know who you are and say, this is me, here's my account numbers, I believe I've been compromised. But now, how are they going to confirm that? They've got your email, they got your phone, so they're just listening to a phone call. They might block on it temporarily, but they're going to send out emails and texts and everything to two-part authentication to whatever they have, which is going to go to the thief. Check it out below. Put a free checklist down below for us over 55. I'm 62 and I need to learn more about this because they can take everything. It sounds like just a couple minutes and you're dead in the water. Check it out. There's a free link down below. This is, I'm gonna have several of these. My next one will be the more examples of what they did and how they did it, because once you understand what's going on, you have an idea of what they can and can't do. Or this is really weird. I remember Joe telling me this. I gotta back off. I gotta step out of the system, either go down in the below and email something, or not email, start asking questions in Google. Call your bank, do whatever you got to do, but do it immediately. The problem is we don't have, this is what I'm setting up so I get immediate notifications with certain programs, and they're out there. I'm going to pay some money for it, but the money I'm going to pay for these programs is a drop in the bucket if they can get if they steal my identity. And it's no different. It's insurance. We have insurance on our house. We have insurance on our car. We have health insurance. That is for if something happens. This is the same thing. This is something that can happen that's crippling. It's crippling if they get everything. But follow along. We are going to do a whole lot more of this. I'm doing a whole series on identity theft. My channel's sharper after 55, because 55 is when they start looking at the people, because all of us who are 55, we're not born with a cell phone in our diaper. So we're not as technologically inclined as today's 40-year-old even. They know everything about what, they can pick stuff up, even though they're still susceptible to the same thing, but they can pick up stuff better than we can because they understand the lingo that we don't. You're 70 years old, you are far worse off with this electronic age stuff. Check it out. There's going to explain how to do this. I'm going to explain everything on what I'm going to do, because I'm going to protect myself. And I'm going to pay for get my protection, because it is my insurance policy that I don't want them to take everything that I have. I don't want them to take everything that my wife's always worked for. I don't want, it would be horrific if they did. And it shuts you down. If you're not sitting in your own home and you're on let's say you retire and you took off I'm doing a 4-month trip. This happens. Where are you and what can you do? Now you're going to end up, the only thing you can do is start calling family members, say, send me some money so I can get home, figure this crap out. But follow along. We're going to do some more of this. This is actually enjoyable to understand. I'm learning more about this in this electronic age because I need to. I have to. We have to nip this stuff in the bud. And if we keep doing this, I think, it's not going to have a problem turning somebody in, even if we're questioning that I could be wrong. If you are wrong, all right, everything's going to be okay. The other person can be okay, or the other company, whatever it is, at least you're protected. Just at least you still have what you earned for your entire life.